Hello, everyone, and welcome to Creative Braiding Techniques by Luxurae Hair. My name is Mia Marshall, and I first want to say thank you so much for joining me today. Um, could have been anywhere else with your hair with me, and I really appreciate that. First, I just want to tell you guys a little bit about myself. I have been braiding hair since I was 8 years old, right? And throughout that time, I've had braids, I've had relaxers in my hair, and I've had a lot of different styles. But the thing that's always stuck with me is hair braiding. I cut my hair off back in 2011. I had um, some chemicals in my hair that made my hair straight, a relaxer. And when I cut my hair off, I had to figure out how I was going to take care of it. And in that time, I researched and I played with a lot of different styles. Um, and throughout that journey, I really just loved and learned how to really take care of my hair, how to really appreciate my hair, and to realize that I can wear it straight, I can wear it curly, I could wear it in braids, a fro, whatever I wanted to do. I really just was able to explore with my hair and really just see what stuck. And fortunately, braids was the thing that stuck for me, and it's something that I feel like I use a lot in my everyday craft. I braid hair for a living, and I work on a lot of photo shoots and um, behind the scene things, and a lot of the styles that are requested are braids. So yeah, I'm just very fortunate to be able to do it, and it's something I'm very passionate about. Um, and through hair braiding, I found a new way to care for myself. I've incorporated doing my hair as a part of my self care practice. And when I say self care, it's time to really focus in and pay attention on what makes me feel happy. And I know for me, when my hair looks right, my attitude's right, I can present myself to the world. I feel much better. I feel more confident whenever I have my hair is done, but more specifically when I have braids, and that's like my comfort, my go-to style. So throughout our time together, I will be teaching you guys three specific things. So the first thing that we will be going through is a three-strand braid tutorial. After that, we will move into fishtail, which is kind of similar but a different technique, a different way to braid your hair. And for our final meeting together, I will show you guys how to make a full and finished look with accessories, um, a high style, a low style, whatever. Just something to get you started and to begin your own practice with your own hair. I feel that, accessorize as much as you can. And the more I talk, I'll go more into detail of what things you'll need. But throughout this process, I just want to stress that if this is your first time, welcome, and to breathe and to get comfortable with it. A lot of times throughout the video, I will tell you to pay attention to certain things. You will be using hair weave, and so if this is your first time, I will show you different things to help make the process go a lot smoother. Um, yeah, it'll just different things to help it flow, basically. Um, so, like I said, make sure to breathe, and also with practice, you will become better. So, be easy on yourself. Make sure to have fun. Make sure if throughout the video, if you feel like I'm going too fast, or if you feel like you want to see how I did a certain technique, there's nothing wrong with stopping the video and taking your time. That's the beauty of it being recorded, is that you can do that. And I encourage it. I think the best thing about it is the process and is actually getting into it and figuring out what hand movements and hand placements works best for you. Um, and you'll have the opportunity to practice and try different things. And I just feel that, you know, with having our hair, with doing our hair, braiding is a very fundamental skill to have. So just be mindful of it, and realize why you're here and why you're doing it. I know for me, I want to promote self care and self love, and I feel like through here, you will be able to achieve that. So before we get into anything else, I just want to give you guys two questions to think about throughout our time together. And the first question is, what do you love most about your hair? And I think for me, what I love most about my hair is the versatility that my hair has. Like I said, it can be straight, curly, whatever. It's so versatile, and I'm able to do so much with it. And that's what I feel I love the most about it. And the second question I asked for you, or I want you to reflect on, is how do you express yourself through hair? Whether that be through accessories, different stylings of hair, whether it be braids or um, a curly look, an afro. However, how do you express yourself? How do you show the world your hair? What does your hair say about you? So throughout the video and throughout our time together, just think about those two questions. Okay? So, and hopefully I get to hear some answers at the end of this. So we are getting ready to get into what products we will be using for the time together. Okay, so to start, I'm going to go through each product that we will be using and where you guys can find these products. So the first thing that you will need will be a pack of braiding hair. This particular brand comes in 3 individual sections, but you don't need 3 packs. Some braiding hair comes with just 1 individual pack, and that's just as fine. Basically, the more hair you have, the thicker the braid will be. So if you want the braid to be thicker, you can use all 3 packs. For this demonstration, I will be using all 3 packs. But if you want a slimmer braid, um, you can definitely use 1, 2, or 3. It's really up to you. And for the fishtail, I will be using the pink. And so for this hair, you want to make sure, I always use color. Um, you don't have to use color, but I would challenge you to use color. If color is not something that you use all the time, it's a perfect opportunity to step out of your comfort zone. So most beauty supply stores um, will have this type of hair. But if for some reason you can't find this hair, oh, another thing, it's pre-stretched. And the reason why this is important to have pre-stretched is because you don't want a blunt look. You kind of want to have a more natural look. So if you can find pre-stretched hair, I would recommend pre-stretched hair. But if you want a more blunt cut look, then just get regular hair and don't worry about it being pre-stretched. Um, you should be able to find this at any beauty supply store. But if for some reason you cannot find it, Amazon has a really great selection as well, and you won't wait. They have really good turnaround time as well. So, like I said, if for some reason you can't find it in stores, Amazon is another good resource. Also, Sally's Beauty is another place that I've got my hair. So once you figured out um, the kind of hair you want, and also the inches. This is 48 inches. If you want longer hair, you can absolutely have longer hair. Next, hair ties. This will be very important for wrapping the hair around. And when you're putting the hair on yourself or someone else, it's always good to have extra hair ties. Um, these are ouchless, so they don't snag on your hair and they're not damaging to your hair. So that's very important. Next, we have hairpins, and I'm going to take them out so you guys can see what they look like. So, just a regular hairpin. It's not a bobby pin. It's a hairpin. And this will be helpful because when we're braiding, as far as like sticking accessories in, and also whenever you're hiding your bun, you need something to secure the hair. So hairpins, the more the better. I would say, at least for this style, at least have about 10 hairpins just to be safe. Um, Next, you'll be needing rubber bands, and this will be to secure the end when you're done braiding, just to give it some extra protection and to make sure that nothing slips and it's in place. You don't want to do all that work and then it come out at the end. No one likes that at all. Next, for this, you won't be doing much parting. I'm sure the more advanced you get with your braiding, you will be doing parting, But for this, what you'll be needing this comb for is basically as you're braiding, the hair might get frizzy, and you will use the braid to kind of give it its smooth texture, to keep it in place and keep it manageable. So we need a comb for sure, a bigger comb just to brush it out whenever you take the hair out of the pack. And I will demonstrate that as I go. And if you don't have a big or comb like this, Denman brush is also very helpful. We need some styling gel. Now, at the very end, you will be slicking yourself, or if you have a partner, that's good as well. But also, I use styling gel while I'm braiding to give myself slip and also to keep the flyaways. Whenever you braid, sometimes hair may tend to come out for whatever reason. And while you're braiding, you want to use styling gel to keep it in place, keep it slicked, keep it uniform, and making sure everything's cool. Now onto my favorite part. So those are some of the more fundamental pieces that you'll need. And here's where the fun comes in. So once your braid is complete, I have like some, some little accessories, pearl, scrunchies. I have hair string. For this style, I will be adding butterflies. So clips. I also have some hair bows. I also bought some beads, and you might be looking like, oh, these look a little heavy. They're not as heavy as they are, and I actually got these from Joann Fabrics. This is the time where you want to be creative. This is the time where your creativity should come through. So don't limit yourself to what you can add into it. String, barrettes, ballies, ribbons, clips, pins, anything that you can think of. This is the part where outside of just the hair being colored, this is also a part where you can personalize it and make it your own. So these are just some of the things that I like to use, and I will try my best to incorporate them. But like I said, you do whatever you feel. However, whichever way you want to express yourself. I also got some beads. Also got some other hair clips. I really like the butterflies. So these are just some of the accessories that I have. And like I said, you want to personalize it and make it your own. And this is just the first go around. The more advanced you get, the more comfortable you get with using these products, the better it will be. So even if you want to just start with just showing off the color and keeping it simple, that's cool as well. Do whatever you need to do to make yourself feel comfortable. Another thing that you will need, I will be using a stand, but if you don't have a stand, it's a mannequin stand that I use. It has like a pole. If you don't have a pole or a mannequin stand, I would recommend using like the back of a chair that has like a post on it. I say that because when you're braiding, you need something that's going to hold it in place. You need something that's going to secure the braid. You don't want your braid to slip because that'll mess up. It'll mess up your flow when you begin to braid. So you'll also need to find something that you'll be able to secure it. And when I begin braiding, that'll make more sense. But I recommend using the back of a chair, a pole, some type of stand to secure your braid and make sure that it doesn't go anywhere while you're braiding it. So, yes, those are some of the supplies that we'll be using. Now, we will go into the actual formation of the braid, and I will be showing you step by step how to start your braid, how to finish it, and how to preserve it. Let's go to the next clip. All right, you guys, welcome back. So now we are going to start the first braid, which is a 3-strand braid. I will be showing you guys how to make your loop using the scrunchie and the pack of hair that I showed you before. So right now we're just going to focus on technique, how to create the loop so you can attach it to your ponytail later, and how to actually braid the hair. So what you first want to do is get your hair. For this demonstration, I'm going to use all 3 of the bundles in the pack. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the hair out of the pack and be gentle. Do not rip the package because you're going to need the package when you're finished. This is how you're going to preserve the braid that you make. So take the hair out of the pack, set your plastic bag down. We're going to use all 3 bundles. So I'm just going to take it off, take them off, take them off. So we have the hair. We're going to get rid of the paper. And so now what you want to do is you want to take your hair and you want to comb it. Comb it out just to give it an even, just make it the hair even. That's what we're doing. We're getting rid of any of the shedding hair. So you want to get rid of that, but you want to make sure that it's combed out and it's good. Now, what I did was I put all 3 bundles together. So all 3 of the bundles are together. Okay. So now what we're going to do is take our scrunchie. Before I do that, I'm going to take these pieces off. And yeah, I'm going to take these pieces off. 2, 3. So now the hair should be stacked up. You should be able to see the middle. There should be an indentation, but there's the middle. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take your scrunchie. You're going to take your scrunchie and you are going to place it underneath the hair. Place it underneath the hair. And you're going to make a hole with your left hand or your right, but you're going to make a hole. You're going to take the other piece. You're going to take this piece and put it through. And you're going to pull up. And this is how you will get the stability for braiding. Okay? So you should, your ponytail should look like this for right now. This is how it should look. Focus on so you can see clearly. This is how everything should look. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make an opening, and this is where the back of the chair comes into play. But for right now, I'm just going to use a stand. And you're going to take the scrunchie and loop it around. Okay? We're going to loop it around. Let me focus that in. So now that we have our braid, you should have a ponytail that should be wrapped around. This is how it should look. So I'm gonna tighten mine around just to make sure. So you should now have 2 bundles in both hands. So what we're going to do, what we're now going to do is make 3 bundles. So you're going to take some hair from the left bundle, and you're going to take some hair from the right bundle. And you want to make 3 bundles. 1, 2, 3. And like I said, if this is too fast for you, do not hesitate to pause and to see what I'm doing. But you want to have 3 bundles before you move any further. 1, 2, and 3. And for the purpose, my left hand is going to be A and my right hand is going to be B. So what you want to do is take A. Before we go there, the motion that you're going to be making, it's a back and forth motion. Your hands are going to be going back and forth, but also incorporating the third piece. But you're going to be going from left to right or right to left, whichever way you feel comfortable with it. But I'm going to start with A, which is my left hand, and then I'm going to take A and cross it over to where B is. And then I'm going to take B Let me start that again, baby. Hello, everyone. All right, guys. So what you see here is I am taking the braid out of the pack. I'm straightening it out again, and I'm getting ready to prepare to put it back on the loop. So I just wanted to intervene. I didn't want you guys to think that I'm doing the same thing I did in the last slide. This is just a completed look from the beginning all the way until the end with our braid. So to begin, you should have 2 bundles, and I'm only doing it this way just to show you. You should have 2 bundles to start with. And how we're going to create the third is we're going to take about, let's say about 1/3 of hair from the right hand, my right, and then about 1/3 from my left. And here is how we get our 3 strands. So this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So I'm going to attach it and I'm going to begin the braid, okay? So you want to make sure you put it on and it is secured. Okay? So now we will begin braiding. So for the sake of this video, my right hand will be 1, the middle will be 2, excuse me, no, my left hand will be 1, the middle will be 2, and my right hand will be 3. So we're going to begin with 1, and we're going to go over and under, over and under. So we're going to take 1, go over 2, we're going to grab with our middle and put it under 3 and twist. And now 3 is in the middle where 2 once was. So now we're going to take 3, we're going to pinch it. We're going to take number 1, our left hand, and put it under and over. Pinch with our left hand, under and over. Pinch with our right hand, under and over. Pinch with our left hand, under and over. Pinch with our right hand, under and over. Pinch with our left hand, under and over. And we're going to continue that motion all the way down. We're going to keep doing that. Keep doing that. You're going to braid all the way down. This is how your braid should look. This is how your braid should look. Okay? All right, you guys. You guys just completed your first 3-strand braid. How'd you guys feel about it? Was it challenging? Do you feel like you need some more time? As like I said before, the more you practice, the better you will get with it, and it's all about comfortability. So if the holding technique doesn't work for you, find a way to hold the braids that feels most comfortable to you. But just make sure that you have 3 strands. That's the most important part to start with, is that you have 3 strands. So we got through our first braid. I will see you in our next class to go over the fishtail braid. Alrighty, you guys have a great day. Talk to you later. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you all in our next chat. Enjoy the rest of your week.